And welcome back to another how-to video. In this one we're going to look at how to run a youth academy. There's a lot of information in this one, so let's crack on. Now, youth academy is under the squad tab. There it is. So first port of call, as always, is under the help tab, and if you go down to what's under the squad tab, here we are. Boom. Now you need to scroll all the way down, past squad manager, past training, past treatment room, and here we are. Here's youth academy. Now we're going to read this section, pause the video, read this section in total, because then you'll be able to understand what's later on in the video. We're going to talk about the youth academy home. We're going to talk about ages of the players. We're going to talk about scouting. We are going to talk about promoting those youth players into your first team squad, and why have a youth academy in the first place. Well, if we go into squad, then go youth academy. First thing you do at youth academy home is you see a youth coach. So you must have a youth coach, else you can't have a youth academy. So we've chosen Brill. He's our youth coach, and we've chosen him because he's got good youth coaching skills, and he's got goalkeeper knowledge and outfield knowledge. His playability is a bit low, but hey, you can't have everything. So we've chosen him, and he will provide reports, seasonal reports on your players as they come into 10 days of their contract. So he's very important. But let's go youth players to see who we've got in the academy. So at the moment I've got 7 players, all varying skills, all varying ages. Contracts are ending at different times. This is their physical build, whether they're going to be promoted or not, and this is their overall rating. So 91, that is a good rating, and what's good about it is that the higher the rating, the more that player is likely to gain in real skill. So if I promote him now and he signs for my squad, then chances are he will turn it into a player that is around about 90 odd skill. Now that is useful if you want to develop your squad and get some really good players, or if you want to sell him in the transfer market. But we're jumping ahead of ourselves, because we need to know, how do we get these players? Well, we need to go to our club tab, and we need to look at our scout network. So we're going to go to this tab, and I have set scouts running to find youth players. So I've got a lot of scouts to find myself lots of youth players. So if we cancel this one for the time being, so let's just confirm the cancel, then we're going to see what we can do with these scouts. So assign a scout for potential youth targets. That's his task. And now you can filter by whichever sort of youth player that you want. So by position, so I'm going for a defender. I'm not interested in what defender I get, but you could filter for that type of player in certain position. You go for nationality, physical attributes, left-footed, right-footed, or type of player, whether it's a physical, mental, or technically gifted. Cool. So I'll confirm that, and off he goes. So he'll take 3 or 4 days to come back with a youth report, and this is what a youth report looks like. Go youth reports, then we can see we've got examples of a previous search that I did looking for a good youth player. Now I've rejected all of these, so it might take you 3 or 4, 5 or 6 searches before you get a good one, but let's have a look at this guy. So Gillin, he's 38 skill, he's 15 years old. These are his physical attributes, and he's been found by that scout. So if we go into the player, what you're looking for is a balanced distribution of skills between physical, mental and technical. He hasn't got any technical abilities, so that's why I rejected him. So at the top tells obviously his name, position, country, how old. So you're looking for players, probably from 11 until 15. That's the age bracket you are looking for. So if we go back to him again, so I'm going to reject him. So you can either keep him on this page and then he'll just go off it, or you can actively decline him. If he was any good, I'll promote him, and I'll charge him for 6, and I'll have him for 56-day contract in the youth academy and pay nearly $250,000 for him. So it's not a cheap option, but I will decline his trial and then he will be taken off the youth reports. Right, so say for example I did offer a youth player a contract, then we need to go to Youth Academy. So I'll go to Star, then I'll go Youth Academy, and then I'll go to the youth players. Right, so these are the contracts that I've offered the players, and they renew every season. So you've got an option whether to promote that player or not. If they're 16 to 18, you can only promote players into your first team. Otherwise, if they are from 11 to 15, then you've got a choice whether you want to renew their contract, but you can't promote them. Okay, right, so for example, let's view one of mine. So for example, Tevez, let's view him. So he's 17 years of age, so he can be promoted to my youth squad, but I don't want to. I want to run his course, because the more time they spend in the youth squad, the more likely they are to sign on. And also, there's other factors in. Is your team progressive? Is your team getting promotions regularly? How's your team performing? That will make a decision, an impact on the player's decision whether to promote or not. And it's just look at an example of a good player. Look at that balanced skill, and so his overall is 91, mental's 90, physical is 89, technical's 90. So I want all them above 90 really. And players, they develop at different times. That's the trick. Some players won't develop at all. Some will go really highly. Tevez, I think I got him at 15. He was 50 odd, and now look at him, he's 91. So this 91 player, why am I so excited about him? Well, you can either promote him to the squad if he signs. So if he signs, then you've got a player that you can develop into into roughly about the same value as you got there, which is mighty. That's a mighty good player. Or you can sell him. So let's go to the transfer market, and we can see that there's some youth players already to go on the Germany transfer market. So look at that, we've got a 16-year-old going for 8 mil. We've got a 17-year-old striker going for 24 mil. So these are the players that we are looking for, because they can make you a pretty penny on the transfer market. So work rate 91, so he's got about 90s 80s as well, and that's the sort of money that you can get for them to plough into your first team. Okay, let's get back to Youth Academy. So here we are, go back to the players. Now, once if a player does sign, then you've got 21 days to negotiate his contract. So if we go to squad and then we go to contracts, then he'll pop up here, and then you'll see that he will have 21 days to negotiate his contract. Now, as I said before, it takes long-term thinking for the Youth Academy. This is the future of your squad, so you need to plan in advance. So, for example, if you are short on defence, then you need to get these defenders in your Youth Academy at a young age, so they develop and then hopefully sign for your squad. And then you can either develop themselves or put them on the transfer market. But at the end of their contract, their youth coach will give you a message about them saying, this guy's still got lots of potential, or this guy is a waste of time, or this guy, I haven't got a clue, he might go up, he might go down, which is not much help. But it's up to you to make the make your decision. But the maximum of 8 youth players in your academy makes it really difficult. You've got to be really picky as to what players you get, because it can soon fill up. And if you've got youth searches come back every 4 or 5 days, then you've got a lot of players to choose from. When they develop is really tricky. We've had one thing in the thread where it said that one player went up 34 in one season. So you never know when they're going to get a sudden skill boost, or if they are just going to stagnate in your youth academy. So if we look at the younger players, then and we view, then literally there's no option, because you can't promote him, and he's not ready to renew his contract. So they will be stuck there until they turn till their contract runs out, or 10 days before. Cool. Right, that is a quick run through youth academies. A lot to learn on this, but we've been going 10 minutes already. So guys, if you've got any comments or observations you want to put down below, or any questions, then you know what to do. Put them downstairs, and while you're down there, subscribe, smash the likes, and look out for your next how-to video. Thanks for watching.